It's Monday, May 8th. I'm just highlighting a secondary trade on Netflix here. You can see after a big, nice directional move up, I actually bought it early in the morning here, and I have some videos on that. It kind of found its first directional move up of the day, and then it was kind of bouncing around sideways, and then it took out some liquidity down here, and then immediately came up with the 2 down, inside bar 2 up. So I actually bought some more here as a secondary trade right at the blue line, 331.14, and you can see here I bought it at 331.14, just scaled out at 331.65, so it's like 50 cents higher to set up a no risk trade, anticipating the highs of the day to be taken out, and actually a lot more. There's a target up here to 334.62. But I just wanted to highlight, if for some reason you didn't catch this opening trade and you're coming later in the day and looking at the market, this is a classic secondary trade here where you have the intraday high, the first move up that you expect to be tested, and I'll explain why in a second you expect it to be tested. And then, you see the liquidity here being taken out to the downside instead of an orderly pullback. In other words, sometimes you get an orderly pullback somewhere here and you get the green bar reversal. This one's more chop, chop, chop. You take out the liquidity, then you get the upward move, and then you could buy it expecting that to be taken out. And in this case, we have this big directional move. So we're looking for the 2 pushes up. Again, that's back to the 15-minute chart. 1 push up, chop, chop, chop. This is the second push up. So that's your first target, and it can go a lot higher because of what I really like on the weekly chart. And this is the context in play. You can see these big 3 weeks up here. And ever since then, for about a month and a half, it's just been kind of grinding down in kind of a bull flag looking pattern. But forgetting that, it's just the weekly chart has been kind of just, holding here, finding buying inside, failed, 2 down kind of bar. And then we start this week on the very first day here above the midpoint of that week, and we get a 2 up week. So now for the rest of the week, we're targeting, like I said, this first target here, 334.62, and then we could be heading all the way up here into the 340 type of thing. So I really like the context, the way this week started. In terms of the day, we came up above its first liquidity. This was the first target. This is why I paused here, and it's not really, reversing there. So that shows you it's likely going to the next level of liquidity. And then you have the daily chart, which kind of came up in one move. We have all the chop, and then the downside, liquidity, just taking that out intraday and then starting up again. So it should reach that intraday high. So anyway, and then if you really want to be ultra conservative about it, even though you're expecting it to go up there, you never know for sure, you buy it here and you scale out to set up an no-risk trade in case it comes down and kind of fails down here. So now I'm at no risk to kind of play it up there. And that's the very conservative way to kind of go from the big picture all the way down to the small picture. And we'll just see, it should take out this intraday high. That's the base hit trade. If you want to try to see if on the 15-minute chart what happens after that, maybe it'll reach its target today. But just wanted to highlight a secondary trade on Netflix.